And this is for those who aren't here. We're recording it.
What?
We're recording it today. So.
Oh, yeah.
You ready to go?
Oh, with the presentation?
Yeah, or making a song, whatever you want to do.
What is
Okay.
this?
Yeah, let's do
All right.
presentation.
This.
There we go.
What's good? No? We are not playing Fortnite.
Well, we tried.
Check. Setting signal. Hello?
Yeah, send the five
Hello?
back.
Check. Check one. Oh. Watch this. There we go. We good? Yep. Okay. You know, I got this.
Okay, go for
Check
it.
me out. How you guys doing? What's up? Good. My name is Myles. I'm an audio engineer in Nashville, Tennessee. I go to school. I'm a senior at Belmont University. Anybody ever been to Nashville? No? It's I can't drive there, but like it's a pretty cool place. Yeah, I'm a senior audio engineer major there, and I'm a recording engineer. I'm a producer. Basically, if you want to record anything, I'm the guy sitting in that room making it happen. So yeah, go to the next slide. So yeah, I can go to that. So go run it back. Thank you. But before that, I played classical and jazz piano. Like I started piano, like seriously playing piano, like a place like this. I joined the school jazz band, and I never went back. And then I met this idiot. I met this great person here. Ooh, jump scare. Yeah, I've known this dude for a very, very long time. Like we've collaborated on a bunch of projects. He helps edit my music. I help edit a lot of his music because he needs the help. But seriously, like Matt is my first friend, and he's my best friend. So yeah, we've been working together like forever. So now I'm gonna ask you guys something. Okay, out of these three things, which of these, in regards to your own songs, is the most important? Is it production? You know how the song sounds, the sound choices you make, all that. Is it going to be the lyrics, what you say in your song, or is it the musicianship? And I define that as how the song all comes together, like the musical choices that you make when you're doing it. Which one's most important? Lyrics?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We got lyrics versus
Okay.
production. Let's hear a why.
Actually, how about this? All in favor for production, raise your hand. Okay, we got everyone in this room. All in favor for lyrics, raise your hand. And all in favor for musicianship? Okay, everybody voted. So come on in. Oh, coming in? Sneaking around. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so who voted lyrics, right? You voted lyrics? Okay. I'm gonna spit something real quick. You hop in the studio. All right, everything is working, right? Matthew, producer, can you please like drop a sick beat real quick? Just. Thank you. I'm really feeling it. I'm an artist right now. You guys feel that? Feel it in the room? Okay. The beat is great. I'm in my car. I drive far. Rap is not easy. It is hard. Please stop. All right. What do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think about that?
Not really that
But
It wasn't good.
But I put my heart into it. How could you say something so horrible? Okay, so the lyrics weren't great, but it was me. It was it came from the soul, right? Lyrics are tough, and if you get them wrong, it can ruin it. Can we get a hand for Mr. DJ, our great producer here? You know, sick beats. We love it. Okay. All right, who's at production? So you go to the studio. All right, your lyrics are amazing, okay? Matt, can you sing something beautiful, okay?
Oh, the Grand Duke of York. He had 2,000 men. He marched them up and down, and then seen them again.
Oh wait, there was no music, okay? Because there was no production. The production was terrible, but the lyrics were good. So I mean, it depends. So with production, here's a little trick, right? So with Ed Belmont, they teach you things about like how to get your song out there, how to put yourself out. And there are companies that specifically work with that. If your song sounds like absolute garbage, like it was like you recorded it in a tin can, okay, you didn't know what you were doing, they won't listen to it. Production is super, super important, okay? If you don't have a guy like Mr. B making sick beats on the side, no one's gonna listen to it because it sounds like you don't know what you're doing. And lastly, you two said musicianship, right? It's how everything comes together. So the bars are intact. The beat is wild. Everything is great. But your sample is off by one bar and it doesn't flow right. And there's a random trombone blasting in the corner. You don't know what's going. But the lyrics are so good. The lyrics are so good.
And then that would throw off the entire groove of what you're doing, right? It matters what sounds you choose for what you're doing. So, obviously...
Yeah, you're all wrong. Every one of you are wrong. It was a trick question, so you had no chance. All right, let's go next. So, I define production as it's the character of your song. You got any Harry Styles fans? Harry, Oh my God. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay. We got a Swiftie here. Clear the room. All right. But how about this? With Taylor Swift though, when you hear Taylor Swift, you know it's Taylor Swift. She has like really warm sounding drums, like nice guitar playing in the background, the voice of an angel. Shout out to Travis. Kelsey. No? Okay. Okay. But it's a Taylor Swift song, the voice, the sound, everything, it's Taylor. And that's what I define production as. So, but along with that, it's how the elements of your song mix together. So, going back to sound selection. Spoiler alert, this morning, me and Mr. B all went through pretty much all of your songs. And we added comments on stuff. And the main thing that I said on almost every single one, yeah, you got exposed. The main thing I said on almost every single one is that everything is loud. Every single, yes. But the thing is that loudness sounds good, doesn't it? When you're pulling up at your girl's house and the windows are rattling, let the whole town know that you're there. Bass is good and it's great. But if everything is loud, nothing is loud. You have to pick some sounds to be louder than others.
Which leads us to our 4 points in production.
Thank you, Mr. Me. You're holding it down. Can we get another hand for Mr. Burrows? Oh, over there, holding it down. Thank you. He ain't done yet. Woo! I'm not worthy. All right. So, the first thing is going to be space. Who here is actually dug a little bit deeper in to Soundtrap? They have the effects tab and other things. You can have other instruments as well. Yes. All right. What'd you see? Okay. Well, if you go under, I have it right here. If you go under the instrument tab, you have an option that's called panning. Who knows what panning is? Nothing? No. It's not when you throw pans at people. You can just double click on just one of these. Or just click on it normally. So this is your pan.
So to get there, you click the instrument on the image of the instrument, you click it, and then you get this wonderful big old thing here. And you can change the reverb, you can play with the pan, which is what he's talking about. So,
what was that?
I said volume all the way up.
If you're talking So if we're talking about panning, you want right down the middle, that's going to be even on both headphones or both speakers when you're listening to it. But if I throw this pan over here, you're going to get a lot more sound in your left side, or if I put it on the right, you're going to get a lot more sound on your right side. And by doing that, that starts to create space so that when you create your melody next week, you will be able to float a melody in the middle and it will be the focus. Myles, take it away from there.
You guys have all been in a car at some point in your life, right? Every track here is a car. The panning is the steering wheel. It's where you want it to go. That's pretty much it. You can go back to the other one too. But now with panning, it creates space in your mix. All right, who here plays? Any basketball fans here? Favorite teams? Shout them out.
But the Nets.
That's wrong.
Okay.
That's not wrong.
Okay. Sadness. All right. Next one.
Dallas Cowboys.
More sadness. All right. Who's next? Oh my goodness. Guys. What was your team?
Warriors.
Ooh, the bandwagoner. All right. So.
We stop blazing Curry.
Okay, continue.
Let's keep going. So, space. Everyone on a team has a job, right? Imagine that you by some miracle are now Steph Curry, all right? And everyone on your team you're all working together. If you don't have proper space, Steph Curry drives the lane and there's just 4 people standing there all doing the same job. How is he supposed to do anything, okay? How is he gonna get paid $45 million a year? Everyone needs to be doing their own job in their own areas. So, for example, if you have like a synth pluck on one side, you would put it on one side and then a different sound on the other side. Because if they're both going to the same direction, your ears kind of just drown it out and it sounds like nothing. So, another thing too, going back to volume and levels, that also helps create space. Because some sounds, once again, will be more important than other sounds. I heard your stuff. The bass is distorted and it is everywhere. Turn it down, okay? Save your ears while you can. I'm losing it right now. I'm like barely pushing 25 and I have the hearing of a 60-year-old. All right, so, but volume is a very, very big deal. Next up is reverb and delay. Anyone knows what those are? Reverb?
That's when like the music echoes almost.
Reverb, echo, same thing.
So like if you hear a really loud clap, there's an extra sound after the initial impact, right? That's reverb. You can add that to music.
So yeah. And anyone know what delay is? I'm helping you right now. Guys. Delay?
I don't know. It's like I know it, but I don't.
Yeah.
Like how long?
Yeah. I mean, it's delay.
It's
Yeah.
like how long the echo goes for too.
Yeah. And delay also creates space by making a song, just making a sound like stay a little bit longer in the mix. Like it's great. Use delay all the time. So yeah, both these things can create separation from instruments. So you put them in their own space, so you have space in the middle for your singing, your melodies that you'll be working on next week. That's what the space in the middle is for. Next up, who knows what cohesion means? Can I get a definition? Really, no definition?
What's cooperation mean?
Working together.
Okay.
To perform a specific task.
Exactly. So working together. That's the key part of that. That's what co pretty much means. And then cohesion, that's anytime you're talking about how something like works.
Combines together.
Combines. So cohesion, working together to make a common thing, right? So keep going, Myles.
So, I said this yesterday, but cohesion is when all your tracks do this. Like they're all together, like they're locked in and everything works. Going back to basketball, it's a team. Team chemistry, when everyone like has the same common goal and they all are on like the same wavelength and the same vibes, it all comes together and it sounds great. You want your tracks to complement one another, okay? You won't go out and trade for 3 7-foot people to run your point guard. That's not cohesion. It won't work.
Sound selection.
So yeah, and going back to sound selection. And yeah, in Soundtrap, there are some sounds that sound better than others, some loops that are objectively better than others. And you just have to pick one that fits with your overall goal and purpose. And Mr. B gave you like a prompt for a thing, and yeah.
Make sure it fits your story. If
Yeah.
you have a story or your big 4 idea concept.
Even if you don't have a story, just like an overall vibe, and you want the feeling to be the same.
Yeah. Now, so we have space, cohesion. And then we have timing and effects. Those are your 4 elements of production. What's timing? Let's move through this a little faster, Myles.
Okay, I'll speed up. So, I heard someone's track. Was it in this class? Okay. It was one where the sample that was used got off by 1 bar and then threw off the groove for the rest of the entire song. Okay. I don't want to say I'm calling you out, but
It was you.
it was you. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Gunner here.
Say it again, sorry.
It wasn't
Gunner.
this.
Gunner. Hi, Gunner. I'm Myles. We'll work on your song. Don't worry.
Guys.
All right, so timing, it deals with tempo. Who remembers what tempo is? Serenity. Speed, the what?
How fast it goes?
Yeah, it's how fast it goes. Good job, kids. So tempo is how fast your song is, right? So if I'm like this is how fast our song is, right? But if something all of a sudden goes like that while I'm trying to go this speed, there's a big problem there. It's like 2 trains running into each other pretty much. And your song will go kaboom.
And you want to have a good rhythm throughout the song too. Yesterday there was one where first of all, who knows like the parts of a drum, like the kick, the snare, the cymbals, and has like the kick. That's the punchy part in all the songs. Thank you. Can I get snare sound for the boys? That what snare?
Oh, sorry.
That's your Mr. B snare, and then we have your hi hat. Can I get some hi hat rolls? Never mind. Yeah. Okay. Playboy card is somewhere weeping. Oh, I'm awake now. Cool. All right. So that's like for example, you want your what was I talking about? Yeah, you want all your sounds to be generally in the same groove, And with Soundtrap, they make it pretty easy. Like your hi hats, pretty much just like they lock into the tempo, and they generally sound pretty good. So when it comes with timing too, this is a thing that Mr. B is going to get into, but try to use loops a little less sparingly and instead use the keyboard instead to make your own rhythms and melodies, because there are a lot of the same loops in this class are used among the same people, and you can make something way more unique. And Soundtrap makes it really easy to just type in the notes that you want in rhythm. Right, we got to keep moving on though. So, effects. Effects add character. Someone earlier mentioned they love Cardi's beats, right? Who said that? That was you. What do you like about it?
It's like unique.
Okay. And you?
It's like vampire-y and really loud.
Vampire-y, really loud. So, types of effects that Cardi uses all the time on his voice. He uses chorus. What it does is that it creates a chorus out of your voice, so it'll duplicate your voice. So if I sing one thing, it'll make it 3 things, pretty much. Distortion. Cardi loves his distortion. Basically what distortion does, it takes your signal and crumples it up and absolutely balls up and destroys it. But when you open that piece of paper back up again, it's still the same piece of paper. It just looks worse, but it sounds cool. Next up, reverb, delay. We already went over that. Next, yeah. So, once again, you heard my bars earlier. You made me feel bad, but it's okay. Such is life. It happens all the time. So, but lyrics are incredibly subjective. It'll hit one person more than the other. But generally, at least for this class, what we're gonna do is something called the shy method. And first up, the S is gonna be a simile. So who knows what a simile is?
Comparing 2 things using like your S.
Exactly. That was absolutely a perfect definition. Thank you, Daddy. Yes, there we go. Go. All right, cool. So, the next section is going to be how. How is that thing like this thing? And lastly, why is how does that tie back to you? How does that make you feel? So, do you ever feel like a plastic bag
drifting through the wind,
wanting to start again? Do you feel like a plastic bag?
Yeah.
Every second of every day, boys. Only gets worse. All right,
That's
so
a simile.
and why? Now how? How do you feel like a plastic bag? Because you're
Drifting through the wind, right?
Thank you, Mr. Burrows. And why? Because you want to start again. That's how it all ties back.
Oh yeah, this is a cringy presentation.
Oh, yeah.
Get used to it.
Y'all are ready. I'm like this normally, okay? That's just the next.
Alright.
Another example. Creep, right?
Okay, Mr. Burrows, can you get those ivories going for me?
When you were here before,
Setting the scene.
couldn't look you in the eye.
You got glasses.
You're just like an angel.
Like an angel, that's your simile.
Your skin makes me
That's
cry.
how you're like an angel.
You float like a feather.
Another how.
In a beautiful world.
Setting the scene, but how? How does that make you feel, Matthew?
I wish I was special.
You are special, Matthew, but say it again.
You're just so special, but I'm a creep.
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
feel
we're
it.
good.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
I think you messed up the lyrics at the end of the
Just-
Oh,
no,
I think it's the
no,
clean
no.
version, Gunner.
I think your eyes are working. All right, let's go to the next one. So, back to with lyrics though. Once again, my music is perfect with no obvious flaws, okay? Music will impact every person differently, okay? You said you were a Cardi fan, right?
Got it.
What is the song Magnolia about?
I don't know.
Exactly, you don't know. What is he doing, okay? Some songs just don't have a strong lyrical focus. Or if you're just making an overall vibe and it's just about like the song bumping and it's not that important, that's okay. And there's no shame in doing that. So same thing with like picking sounds that sound important. You can pick certain words or phrases that you want to hit more than others. Yeah. And intention is everything. In the end, this is your song. You are the artist. The raps that I spit earlier were perfect because it's what I wanted, you know? And I will say, of course, it has to be school appropriate. I mean, look where you are.
Hey, Kale. Your sound samples have to be school appropriate.
Yeah. That's
I
right.
deleted it, don't worry.
Did you see my comment?
Is that what?
You see my comment?
No.
You'll see it soon.
Don't worry, we helped you out with that one. We got you. But
Wait, what was it?
We'll talk later.
it's what you say. We want to say what you feel, but it's also just be mindful of how you say it. Because yes, I did spit the bar where I was in my car and I was driving far. But there's definitely a better way to say that isn't nearly as terrible. Okay, I'm sorry, it was perfect. I broke character. All right, let's keep going. Musicianship. Musicianship is how the music gets made. It's like your, what'd I say? It's like your musical spidey sense, you know?
Yeah,
You just
it's your
like,
musical spidey sense.
you just know when something's up. So, once again, sound selection. What instruments do you want to play what you're doing? If you have like a very glitzy melody that's really, really pretty, do you want an actual plucked synth sound to play that? Or do you want your bass guitar to play that? Oh my goodness. This can make or break a song. If you guys have ever heard just like a trash beat, and like the reason that makes it trash is because it sounds cheap, like the sounds aren't good, it's not mixed well together. So that can honestly just ruin your whole song.
And in Soundtrap, there's a bunch of versions of instruments, right? So, for example, would you rather hear, or would you prefer, or would you prefer? There's all different kinds of ways where you could play the same notes, but choose different instruments.
You could use a beat underneath it. Alright, so
what plays it? Now, what should you prioritize? Because we're not all professional musicians in here.
there's nothing wrong with keeping it simple. The purpose of this project isn't to do a look how much I can do fest. It's about look what I can do. It's about doing the thing, you know? And like, I was exactly where you are before. My first beat was so bad. It was the worst thing that I've ever made, but I still kept it because it reminds me of where I started, you know? You should also prioritize cohesion as well, once again. Does everything sit together? Does this sound off? play it for your parents. You know, they probably listen to a lot of music in their life and can just tell, I don't know what it is, but something isn't quite right with this. And a little tip I will say too, good drums and percussion go a long way. Like if you have a good sounding drum and your bass are also going good, everything else around it will probably also be good. Speaking of good, is it good? Okay.
To you.
If one of the three elements, musicianship, what was the other one? Production,
Or
and
lyrics.
Like from the example we had at the beginning, right? If your lyrics are trash, it may drag your song down, you know? But also it's about intention as well. Good musicianship can enhance your ideas. Like if everything just comes together, yes.
I was gonna ask this, Burrows. Are those bathrooms down there open yet?
Yeah, they are.
Can I use the
Not right now.
I'm spitting right now. All right.
We're almost done with this part.
We are actually almost done. So, but yeah, just having good instincts and asking people, talking to people, hey, does this thing sound good? Did I line this up properly? All right, so we can go to the next slide. Now, is this the garbage?
Yeah, this is the garbage.
Garbage. Ooh. Something about it, man. Something about it.
Dude.
Thank you. Can you play that sick beat for the culture? Thank you.
Oh wait, I have it on.
Oh, okay.
I screwed this presentation up.
It is, in a way, kind of.
TJ on the beat.
If I hear this come out of this class, I swear to God. Okay, I'm sorry, kind of hit. Okay, so,
That was not bad.
That
was actually.
all right. Anyone besides him, what did you hear?
I heard better than Ice Spice.
Debatable. Next.
I heard like noises a lot.
Noises, no space, no cohesion. What is happening? It sounds like a musical seizure. Like I don't know.
They're
what's
all
going on.
playing at once as well, and everything's at this. Oh, that was you. Okay, Cadence, it was you. They're all playing at once. They are all the same volume. You don't hear anything that's prioritized.
What's the melody?
I don't know. There's nothing.
That.
So that leads us to our final thoughts.
All right. Who knows what it means to like make something in a bubble? No?
What does a bubble do?
Keep.
It pops, yeah. But while you're inside a bubble or your personal space, it's just you, right? Your personal bubble. Making music in your personal bubble is a bad idea. You can do it by yourself for a little bit, but then you eventually need to ask opinions, right? Now, I'm just going to do a shout out real quick. Demarion has a great ear for musicianship. If you want to check out how your piece is doing and you can't find me,
that's fine.
run it past Demarion. He's doing great. So, just ideas. Also, Annabelle V. So,
Finish good.
yeah.
Bennett.
Oh, Bennett? He's working on it. So, gather valuable opinions, right? Don't make it in a bubble. Myles, more?
Ask for help. Ask your parents. Ask me. I will tell you honestly, but I won't hurt your feelings. There you go.
Cool.
And just go for it. Do the thing. You guys got it. No beat here is trash. I will tell you that. Nothing here is straight trash. Because if it were, I would say it. So yeah.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah. Are we going to play this right now?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. Appreciate it.
I think we're good.
Oh,
Let's play that.